Hello, welcome back to Let's Play Jane's Fleet Command as we continue on with the single mission. Today we have Peacekeepers. NATO task force enforces peacekeeping sanctions.
Military experts have debated for centuries whether command is a science or an art. Truth is, it's both. A great one has an intangible instinct for feeling his men, his enemies, and knowing the moment to strike.
Mission tasking: maintain a NATO presence in the Adriatic Sea. Respond promptly to contingency operations. 2. Be prepared to conduct strikes on Serbian strongholds if the Serbian army does not cease operations in Kosovo. Dispatch Tomahawk shooters as required should the decision be made to hit the missile targets. Do not attack non-designated targets. 3. Keep organic air assets ready for tasking that requires a man in the loop. Alright, so we got plenty of reconnaissance up in the air. I don't think we're going to have much in the way of air targets to deal with, but I will launch the Alert 5 Tomcats.
Green deck, launch aircraft.
And the Alert 5 Hornets as well. We're going to queue up a bunch for strike missions. 7. And let's queue those up on Alert 15. And then Prowlers. Oh. We'll launch one Prowler and bring another to the Alert 15. Okay, so we have the Iron Duke. Alright, we have an F-16 that must be based from Greece somewhere, maybe?
Will do. Out. Roger.
Let's see. Sure, go identify the unknown airport in Italy. That's a worthwhile use of our time.
Classified track 1025. Can do. Roger. Out. Can do.
All right. Well.
Classified track 1024. Out.
We can do that at least. As far as our American battle group here, let's throw everyone's sensors up. There's no real need to maintain missions controls here, just because again we're not fighting a sophisticated opponent. All right, immediate tasking received. NATO aircraft ditched. NATO aircraft ditched at 42 north, 81 east. Detach nearest vessel to rescue the pilot. Pilot has sustained serious injuries and must be medevaced within the hour. Oh, by the way, intel. Serbian forces are believed to be massing on the Kosovo border. So 4218 east. I'm guessing that's going to be near you.
Wilco. Affirmative. Will do. Roger. Out.
All right. Well, we'll launch the Alert 5 helicopter to at least get eyes on it. Let's see. I need to. 42.
Roger. Out. Out. Roger. Out.
Roger. Out.
I don't know if they'll let me, because if you watched my little rant episode, you kind of got an idea of some of the scripting that goes on in this game now. And you can set so like a specific platform has to like do the rescue operation or be within a certain range, and I don't know if that's the case here or not. Honestly, I don't even need to be putting the sonars on, but meh. Alright, one thing I do want to launch is let's launch an ES-3 Viking to perform intelligence, figure out kind of what we're up against. Ah, here's our air base. So we'll bring some Eagles to the strike mission. And then we'll do the same for a bunch of the F-16s. And it looks like that's all we get.
Roger. Can do out. Will do.
We're also going to use this P3 for surveillance operations. But yeah, there is a lot of targets. All right, 42. So that's 30 nautical miles. If he goes 30 knots, he could be there within the hour, but he can't quite do 30 knots. So that's why I'm dispatching the helicopter. High priority tasking message received. Strike preparations tasking. Warnings have not deterred Serbian forces. NATO meeting to decide on military options. Detach the USS Philippine Sea and USS Gonzales and send them at best speed to launch baskets of 5 nautical mile radius at 4120 north, 1845 east, and 4105 north, 1855 east, respectively. They should arrive at nearly the same time for a coordinated strike. And I'm actually just going to take a picture of this so I don't have to keep flipping back because that makes it a pain to edit. Philippine Sea, 4120 north, and 1845 east at best possible speed. USS Gonzales, you are going to 4105 north, 1855 east.
Affirmative out. Will do.
There we go. Our ES-3 Viking has launched.
Affirmative out.
You are running mission silent for now because I want them more to just collect information. We can use this prowler to jam enemy SAM sites and to hunt them down as well. And now it's mostly going to be a waiting game. We got our 2 Tomcats on patrol here. We're going to ID some of these surface vessels, which I'm sure are probably just fishing vessels or such. All right. I do kind of find the launch baskets funny since just the way the game is made, Tomahawks can reach anywhere on the map size that they give you, so...
High priority tasking. High priority tasking received.
All right. High priority tasking received. Strike tasking Bravo 2. Launch Tomahawk sorties at the warehouse and armory located at the Novi Pazar complex. Coordinates attached. High priority tasking message received. Strike tasking Bravo 2. Launch Tomahawk sorties at the factory and warehouse located at the Varan complex. Okay, so Tomahawk land attack missile 4310 2040 east. East. I do not have eyes, so
Take track 10.
I guess maybe they mean both of those contacts. That's why I have to assume right now.
103 for killing track 1034. Affirmative out. Weapon away.
All right.
Track 1034.
Then strike tasking 4234 north. Let's see. Okay, so that's at that level. 2155 east. All right, so that's gonna be
Take track 1036. Roger out.
those.
Away.
All right,
Track 1036.
and now I'm going to have them return to their launch brackets. So you are going to 4120 north. 1855 east.
Will do. Roger out. Out.
And you are going to 4105 north. 1855 east.
Track 1025. PID as neutral surface. Will do. Roger.
All right, as expected.
Identify track 1023. Out. Out. Affirmative.
You guys are allowed to have your radars on.
Can do. Will do. Roger out.
You have your radar on, right? Okay.
New tasking message received.
Airstrike tasking. Employ carrier-based aircraft to take out the airport near Podgorica, 4225 north, 1920 east. All right. Let's get a strike package in the air then. And we'll launch 2 prowlers.
Take that aircraft off the deck. Out.
And 4225 north, 1920 east. That's going to be this guy, I think. But we'll get positive confirmation from our Viking here.
Affirmative. Affirmative out. Will do. Out. Roger out. Can do out. Can do.
All right. There we go. Look at those strike operations being commenced.
Track 1024 is neutral surface. Roger out.
As expected.
Affirmative out. Can do out. Roger. Will do out. Will do out. Affirmative. Will do out. Will do.
I'm going to
Roger, out.
leisurely send in all my aircraft just in case they, all my anti-air patrols, just in case they decide to try something.
Will do out. Roger. Will do. Out. Can do out. Can do out.
All right.
Will do. Can do out. Will do.
We got that, and now the final 2 aircraft should be launching. There he is.
Roger. Out. Will do. Roger. Out.
And then when your buddy decides to join us. Woo!
Affirmative out. Affirmative. Affirmative.
High priority tasking received.
All right. Strike tasking Alpha 1A. Launch Tomahawk sorties at the Armory Warehouse Command Center located at the Perukli Complex. 4315 North. Got it. Take a picture so I'm not constantly flipping back and forth. 4350 north, 2125 east. 4315 north. Does this have a third one? 2125 east. That would be these guys, but I only see 2 targets.
Engaging track 1031. Roger out. Weapon away. Track 1031. Out. Will do. Roger out.
So I guess we'll launch and see what happens.
Emergency emitter bearing 034. Will do. Can do out. Will do. Roger. Out.
All right.
Can do. Roger. Out.
Actually, jam you.
Roger, out. Affirmative.
Hopefully that'll give them enough. All right.
Emergency emitter. Roger out. Can do. Roger out. Will do. Out. Affirmative. Affirmative out. Affirmative.
Come on.
It's toast. Engaging track 1029. Roger out. Missile away. Track 1029.
All right. We'll jam you.
Will do. Roger out.
So hopefully jamming them during the terminal phase will give them a fighting chance here. Woo, that was close.
Affirmative out. Can do. Roger out.
May as well throw on your...
Emergency emitter bearing. Will do.
All right, we'll jam him. We got another SAM site here. So yeah, we're definitely... I kind of expected this. But, oh boy. But he's almost out of the danger zone.
I'm going down.
Damn it.
Avenge me.
All right.
Take track 1030. Out.
Come on.
Killing track 1030. Will do. Out.
Turn your ass around.
Will do. Out.
Okay, here's the down pilot.
I've got him. Killing track 1030.
Come on.
Roger.
Why is he...
Affirmative.
All right, we got hostile interceptors inbound.
Kill track 1. Can do. Out. 46. Out. Roger. Roger.
All right, Serbian air defenses have activated, and we are going to knock them down.
1047. Roger. Out. Birds away. Track 1047. Can do.
All right, let's jam him so he can't launch any long-range missiles at us. Ooh, he almost hit the ground there. All right, they are intercepting our missiles, which again, kind of expected, but
Destroyed. Track 1.
yeah, kind of figured.
Affirmative. Out. Can do. Out. Can do. Roger. Out. Roger. Roger. Will do. Roger. Out.
All right.
Track 1047 is history. Out. Affirmative. Can do. It's toast. Engaging
All right.
track 103.
Directing Super Hornets to attack.
29. Will do. Killing track 1049. Roger. Will do. Out.
That's probably another SAM site there.
Engage track 1052. Affirmative. Can do. Will do.
All right.
Engaging track 10493. Will go. Weapon away. Track. Killing track 1031. Affirmative out. Weapon away. Track. Affirmative.
All right, let's see what his station is supposed to be. 4120 north, 1855 east.
Will do. Out. Affirmative. Returning to home plate. Roger.
And this is where I see if South Launch Basket 2, North Launch Basket 1A. Peace in Kosovo. Pilot rescued. That one might. They said within the hour, but by my calculations, the Iron Duke wasn't going to reach him within the hour, so we might get fucked on that one, which is going to piss me off, but.
Track 1052 is history. I've got him. Killing track 1. Engaging track 1. Can do. Roger. 9. Affirmative out. Away. Track 1030. I've got him. Taking track 1055. Will do. Roger out. 105. Roger out.
All right.
Track 1055. Affirmative. Missile away. Track.
We got missiles out, fangs out.
029. Will do. Out. Affirmative. Affirmative. Can do. Will do. Out. Can do.
All right, pull out. Yeah, that's right. Run for your mama, ya kame.
Destroy track 1029.
All right, that frees up one of our jammer
Destroy
units.
Track 1055. Killed track 1030. Roger. Affirmative out. Will do. Affirmative out. Will track do. Roger out.
There we go.
History.
Mavericks away.
History. Engaging track 1. Kill track 1-6. Will do. 6. Can do. Roger out. Can do out. Will
You
do.
guys come within range for Maverick strikes.
Missile away. Track missile away. Track 2-6.
Let's see if we're close enough for a harm.
028 out. Will do.
All right, more Mavericks inbound.
Take track 102. Taking track. Will do. Weapon away. Track 1. Weapon away. Track 1026.
All right, more harms.
Battle damage assessment report received.
1028. Will do. Out. Missile away. Track 1028. Roger. Out.
All right, we'll use Hornets then to kind of survey the area.
Affirmative out. Affirmative out.
Where is it? Battle damage report message received. The airport at Podgorica has been destroyed.
Will do. Out. Track 10. Will do. Out. Out.
All right.
Affirmative. Will do. Will do. Roger. Out. Can do. Roger. Out.
Let's get these guys all
Affirmative. Out.
on their way.
Will do. Out. Roger. Out. Affirmative. Out. Killed track 1037. Can do. Out.
All right, we got a SAM site we took down. Okay.
Plate. Roger. Out. Returning to home plate. Will do.
Well then. We've got shooters in the area should we have to do anything else.
Personnel recovered. Safely on board.
Alright, so we did get that objective. And I know that because that audio log normally plays when you rescue a pilot, but you know, it's not going to play again when you get to the ship unless it's specially scripted, so.
Will do. Roger. Out. Identify track 1017. Roger.
All right. Yeah, this is what I was afraid of, is having.
Affirmative. Out.
Apparently, we
Affirmative.
just can't see that guy. All right, return to base.
Affirmative. Out.
Battle damage assessment report received.
1032.
All right, there's the warehouse. Battle damage report message received. The warehouse at Prokupji has been destroyed. So yeah, you can see a pilot rescue is complete now. So we got a warehouse, an armory, a factory, and a command center to knock out, which hopefully
Emergency emitter bearing 058.
return the base.
Turn to home plate. Will do.
We will send in.
Will do. Roger. Out.
I'll task a prowler to deal with that SAM site in case we have to launch more missiles. You can return to base.
Will do.
Looks like they are knocking down the missiles.
Battle damage assessment report.
All right, there's the armory.
3. Engine flame out. Ejecting from aircraft.
What the hell hit you? Did he run out of fuel? Why? They all had plenty of fuel. Well, at least his chute deployed. So, we're gonna have a helicopter launched from the Roosevelt here,
Launch aircraft immediately.
and we'll pick up that pilot. I like how we got this helicopter in the air before he's even hit the ground. All right.
Can do. Out. Can do. Affirmative. Out.
So we got you there. I want you transiting
Out. Roger. Out.
eastward. I'm wondering. Yeah, let's. This guy like teleported his missile. We're gonna have to review that in the post mission. All right, let's
Killing track 1
launch one missile. I think this guy was hostile too,
Track 1034.
but we should be able to.
Can
Oh.
do. Roger. Out. Roger.
Oh, hey, we got eyes on this civilian factory as opposed to a weapons factory. All right.
Affirmative. It's history. Taking track 1035. Can do. Roger. Out. Affirmative. Out. Weapon away.
All right,
Track
we got 2 harms
1035.
inbound, and that should take care of Mr. Missileer over here.
Kill track 1035.
There we go.
Roger. Out. Can do. Out.
Let's have you return the base. You're kind of running low on fuel.
Classify track 1036. Can do. Will do. Out.
All right, so there's an enemy factory, Gonzales.
Kill track 103.
Can take that.
Missile away. Track 1036. 1. Roger. Out. Can do. Out.
I am not comfortable with you terrain following like that. Just go up.
Will do. Out.
All right, now we can send the P3 in there.
Affirmative. Roger. Affirmative. Out. Roger.
We got that Prowler in case we have any immediate needs. And hey, what do you know, civilian airport. All right, we have an ID on that command center. Can return you to base. I think the Orions will do us for intelligence at this point.
Affirmative.
Return to base.
Can do. Roger. Out.
Okay, so these are going to be neutral.
103.
All right, enemy warehouse destroyed.
Identify track 1020. Can do. Roger. Proceed to
So I
base.
think we can basically return everyone else to base.
Returning to base. Affirmative.
Proceed to
You
station.
can return the station. Oh, we are shy a missile now. I'm not quite sure
Cannot
where.
fly out.
Oh, we're out of tomahawks from you. Okay.
Taking track 103.
Well, we'll launch two.
Will do. Out. Missile
Hopefully
away.
that'll get
Track
through.
103.
They shouldn't have a SAM site there.
Can do. Roger. Out. Will do. Out.
All right, follow that bearing line.
Can do. Out.
We're gonna figure out what the hell is up there.
Battle
Track
damage.
1036.
If necessary, I'll launch an airstrike and hope that I don't fuck myself in the process, but... Alright, everyone's returning to base. So all in all, this mission seems like it's not really all that bad as long as you follow the script, as it were.
Classify track 102.
Oh, this is probably the airport they're ferrying between. Alright. So yeah, we're in time compression mode, so I think we're just gonna skip ahead and we'll be back if something worthwhile happens. Alright, so something blew up our tomahawks. I didn't quite see what it is, but at this point I'm done playing around. So he gets the rest of my tomahawks, and I will be launching a strike hornet just in case
Aircraft airborne. Affirmative out.
there's a SAM site, so we can kind of see what the hell is going on there. Motherfucker.
Launching aircraft. Will do. Out.
All right, this one managed to get off.
Can do. Out. Affirmative.
God, where are we? The Harry Truman? Anywho. Alright, now since we'll
Can do. Out.
we'll have this Orion
Can do.
pop over to and see what the hell is going on, but yeah, now we'll be back if anything else interesting happens, which hopefully it won't, but we'll see. Alright, so our missiles... Okay, that might be... I wonder if that's okay, so now we know what's going on. Is at that point the missiles apparently can't follow the terrain, so that's what's going on there. And this is where I hope the so it's not a SAM site or anything, and this is where I hope I can just shit, we're not gonna have enough Mavericks.
Take track 1031. Roger.
All right, we're gonna launch some Tomahawks from there. Hopefully they don't care who destroys it. So this will get us a couple different. What? Why are you launching another one?
Engage track 1031. Affirmative out. Missile away. Track 1031.
All right, so we're gonna launch another salvo of Tomahawks here. We'll have the Orion up here doing battle damage assessment, and then we will lead with a couple Mavericks from the Hornet. And then we have
Affirmative. Will do. Roger. Out.
a helicopter here that will hopefully not run into the hillside here. You notice I took manual control there. All right. I think they'll make it.
Will do. Roger. Out.
Yeah, okay. All right, now they're over the peak, so once they get a little bit closer, I'll feel comfortable telling them to rescue. There we go. Our Hornet is now in position, so Maverick away, my friend.
Track 301. Affirmative. Out. Missile away. Track 1031.
All right, so now our Seahawk should be rescuing this guy.
Pilot recovered. Out.
There we go. So now you
Roger. Out. Will do. Roger. Out. Can do.
can now make best speed towards the carrier.
Kill track 1.
All right, we got a hit on him.
1. Can do. Out. Missile away. Track 1. Will do. Out.
All right. Turn the base.
Can do. Will do. Roger. Out.
Oh, through the clouds, that looked like water for a second. So here now we have some dispersion in our Tomahawk missile courses. So I'm hoping that gets us over this ridge here. This is kind of where I wish these P3 Orions were equipped with Maverick missiles, because then they could just bombard them from, orbit there. But it is what it is. All right, it looks like these are properly course correcting. Nope.
Track 1031.
There's something about this ridge that they nosedive under.
Track 1031.
All right. Another strike Hornet.
That aircraft off the deck. Will do. Out.
Let's try not to Truman this one up.
Missile away. Track 1031. Will do. Out.
Yep, those guys are all crashing too. So again, here's hoping the mission scripting is only checking for it to be destroyed and not to be destroyed by a specific weapon or platform. As I could fire Tomahawks all day at this guy and I won't hit him because they're gonna keep following the same goddamn course. All right, where is... There you are. All right. You know what? Kick in the afterburners. We got plenty of fuel. We're making a straight trip there and back. There's no reason why we can't get there before the rest of our Tomahawks. And nosedive.
Weapon away, track 1031.
All right. Yeah, we have plenty of fuel, and then he can loiter on his way back home.
Track 1031. Roger, out. Kill track 1031. Taking assigned station. Affirmative, out. Proceeding
Okay,
to station.
stop wasting your millions of dollars in missiles, guys. We got a bug.
Weapon away, track 1031.
Battle damage assessment report for debrief.
1031.
There we go. Mission complete. Report for debrief.
Out. Out.
That is what I like to hear.
Can do, roger, out. Return to home plate, can do, out.
And
Returning to home plate.
helicopter's on its way home. I feel pretty secure in that. We can, someone forgot to fill out the battle damage assessment message there. You can see they just had placeholder battle damage. But here's all our battle damage reports. The airport at Podgorica has been destroyed. The warehouse at Prokupchi has been destroyed. The armory at Novi Zar has been destroyed. Warehouse at Novi Zar has been destroyed. And command center at Prokupchi has been destroyed. I think everything else. Yeah, we just have down pilot has been safely picked up. Personnel recovered, safely on board. Hello is back aboard with pilot. All right. Mission complete. Report for debrief. All major tasking completed. Well done. So mission effectiveness, 92%. Sam, yep, that's acceptable. Sam, not acceptable. And hit round, we knew. Okay, so this guy was glitched out. The other two, fine, whatever. But factory killed. Oh, right, this is the kill list. So they had 4 MiG-25. Oh, 5 MiG-25s, but we swatted them down. So Southern Launch Basket 2A, Bravo Strike 2A package received. Baranje Factory destroyed. That looks like some more placeholder text given it's one word, no caps. South Launch Basket 2, Bravo Strike 2 package received. Novi Zar Armory. The armory at Novi Pazar was completely destroyed. Novi Pazar Warehouse. The warehouse at Novi Pazar was completely destroyed. North Launch Bracket 1, Alpha Strike 1A package received. Prokupche Command Center. Command Center at Prokupche was completely destroyed. Prokupche Warehouse. The warehouse at Prokupche was completely destroyed. Also, I apologize because I'm sure I've been butchering these names the whole time, but I do not speak Serb. Podgorica Airport. The airport at Podgorica was completely destroyed. Pilot rescue. Pilot was successfully rescued. Peace in Kosovo. All taskings were complete and the peace to Kosovo returns. So I want to see what the hell was up with that Hornet then. It must have been one of these SAM sites that glitched out and killed him. Alright, so when do we break off? To, okay, here's where we break off. Okay, so... Okay, so this guy must have launched a missile against whatever, the Tomahawk that was going after that armory. And yeah, now that missile's gone and he's down, so... That's a fucking weird-ass bug. But, kind of unjustified kill there, but, But yeah, pretty simple mission. We killed everything we were supposed to, and then some. Because, I mean, technically you could complete this mission without killing the SAM sites, but why would you, right? Alright, so that's probably going to be one of the last easy, quote-unquote, missions of the game. the rest of the missions as we get into this final stretch are really going to test our ability, especially the last one in the single mission list. The campaign, curiously enough, isn't quite as hard as any of the single missions. They're complex, they're lengthy, but I never found them difficult. I mean, I beat them as a kid, so what more can you ask for, right? But a couple of these single missions we're going to get to soon, I have never beaten. One was because the game would crash before I beat it. The other one, I mean, I probably could technically beat it, but with really high losses. So we'll see how I fare as an adult. But that's the way last mission, which, yeah, we don't have much left. This is a really bad one. This one's pretty bad, too. That one's going to be a lot of panicking. This one was... I did actually get to a point where I could have beaten it, but the game crashed when I was still like an hour away from completing some of my objectives. That one's just going to be a shooting gallery, I think. This one's going to be another panic one. Okay, Palestinian peace probably won't be too bad. Ancient rivalry probably won't be too bad. And he's at it again, won't be too bad. So, but yeah, once we get to these 4-star missions, they're going to, most of them will earn their stars. All right, so with that, thank you all for watching and stay tuned for next time. And stay safe out there, and we'll see you then.